Just watching the recap video of this last trade today. Look at me, I'm thinking about it. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh Lord, oh Lord. This is right when we get the entry. Boom. Gotta love that sound. Bot.
Buying the breakout?
Yeah, you are. You buy that breakout. Well, this is a little weird. But guys, it's so important that you watch and learn from your past trades. It's personally made me a much better trader, and it's how I was able to grow our crypto accounts consistently every month. I think we had one losing month in the last year and a half growing our crypto accounts, and that was in a bear market. It wasn't like I was just blindly holding and then everything went up, right? It was just always learning what your strengths and weaknesses are, and then really capitalizing on that. I learned with crypto trading, for example, that I really like to trade Litecoin, and I really like to trade support line bounces. So I would identify key support and resistance areas, Did I say that wrong? And then just trade around those areas, especially on the first bounce. That would be the most aggressive. You can easily score like a 5-7% bounce on those really big dips. And sometimes I was in and out of trades in 30 minutes or an hour. And with crypto, that's really fast for trading. So that's what TradeJournal is all about. That's where I document all of my trades. It's a Google Sheet, and you can download the template if you guys want. Try it out for yourself. There's going to be a cloud version in the future for it. But for now, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, that's also fine. Maybe build your own. It's good fun, and to me, it's helped me tremendously to improve my own trading, and I hope it could do the same for you. You got to learn from your past trades, and to me, live streaming and doing these recaps is a lot for myself. I mean, it's really fun to have you guys here, and I definitely appreciate it. And we just hit 2,000 subscribers, but to me, I find it really beneficial as well, and that's why a big reason I do these recap videos. I have these videos planned. I plan to do these videos until we finish the $25,000 challenge. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do after that, but that's my goal for now. So for the next few months, I'm going to be doing these live streams and recap videos, and once we hit $25,000, I guess we'll see what the new direction is and kind of see where we want to take it from there. But I definitely see myself trading basically forever, so as long as I can. So as long as I'm capable of trading. It's also kind of a weird thing to say, but yeah, so let's keep the show going. Today was a completely 0 day. Let's review the trade now. Oh, hello. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and hit that bell icon too if you have not done so already. Trading the market open every day. All I do is trade, and I don't give up. Let's review the trades today. What did we have on our watch list? We started with PT, then we were looking at TNXP. This was really the main one on my radar. Dollar volume was strong, and check out the market cap and the shares outstanding. 2 million shares outstanding. Float was about 1.5. This thing was screaming at us that it was like, trade me, and we did. But it didn't really do anything that we wanted to. And then we had PTNB that we were looking at as well, but this was kind of a snoozer. There's actually one more I want to talk about, ASRT. We're going to review that one very quickly as well, but let's just start with TNXP really quickly, and I don't know, maybe we'll wrap it up there. We'll see. The reason I want to talk about this one and the two ways that I think we should have traded this today, and I said this in the live stream, and I'll say it again. So around 6 o'clock, we had the first pullback here. This thing was really piling up strong, 56%. This thing had so many news articles about it, from being over $1, so filling the NASDAQ standard, to a bunch of European patents and collaborations and all this stuff. So, it was a lot of news behind it, but the long-term chart on this one was just really, really ugly. So much dilution, so many reverse splits. I mean, this thing was only going in one direction, and that is basically to get delisted at one point, in my honest opinion. But, now that's on big news. If anyone's shorting this, which I'm sure a lot of people were, they can get really, really squeezed in these areas. And you can see that, there's people constantly dumping into this. And there's probably a lot of bag holders also trying to dump into this. And pre-market around 8 o'clock found big support here. And this could have been a really, really nice buy. It went up 14% before the market even opened. Actually, it went up way more than that. It went up about 27, 30% before the market opened. And then I had a pullback. and then it ripped again. Very quickly, I just want to point out the same thing happened to PT. So this one was also ripping really nicely pre-market, had a big pullback right around 8 o'clock again. I'm going to keep an eye out for this 8 o'clock area because I think there's a good chance that we might be able to score one of those trades pre-market in the next coming days or weeks. So this one bounced up 17% after that 8 o'clock crash. Really crazy. This is when things just kind of kept selling off. I was looking for a potential buy right here in the 16. So this could have actually been a pretty good trade. Kind of tough because I probably would have actually done this if TNXP was not on my radar because I love those morning panics to former breakout zones, former support zones. This thing would have been perfect. I had my alert here on the 17 and we almost traded this one. I think at 16 I probably would have pulled the trigger. I don't know if I would have waited for 15, but or maybe I would have been too conservative and missed this trade altogether. But ultimately, a lot of sellers, got to be careful. This thing just continued selling off for the rest of the day. TNXP. So we have that morning that we would have traded potentially. And then the next one that, we missed this trade. You could check on the live stream because this trade was, we almost had this and I was too cautious. I was waiting for a pullback, a bigger pullback down in these 1.41 area, this area right here. Could have happened, but it didn't this time. So this would have been the pullback of the century right here in this 1.47 area. I should have done it because it's the first pullback. Those first pullbacks are just so aggressive and so nice. And then, this thing runs 15%. So just in 2-3 minutes, you could be up 10-15% and you could be done with trading for the day. Boom, done. Then we had the secondary pullback. We had this kind of 5-minute consolidation here in this area. We were looking for a second break to the upside and we bought and I said in the live stream, I was like, okay, so what I'm looking for is a break past 160, maybe into 163, 165, and then I want to buy the breakout bounce. I want to buy the pullback of that breakout and then, hold it into the run. So that's exactly what happened. We waited for the breakout, got the pullback, and then the price was really, it was super undecisive. And then the selling kind of took power and then the buying wasn't that strong. I closed the position exactly where we got in. So we lost $0 today because there's no fees. And then we were out of this trade. I didn't regret it at all. It did try to break out again afterwards. So we could have probably got out for a small, like 2% profit or something like that. But you don't know if this breakdown, if this complete crash is going to happen here or if it's going to happen here. So I was really happy we got out of this trade. I was saying in the live stream, I would have wanted to maybe do a dip buy here at the 140s, 145, 146. I don't remember exactly. This would have been a failed one. There was about a 2% bounce here, but I probably would have ended up closing this trade when the bounce was weak. And the next trading opportunity was here around 5% bounce. If you got a perfect bottom, perfect top, I don't know. Again, not really ideal. This is not really what you want to be seeing. So either way, I think this was just a really, really tough trade. Let's talk very quickly about MTNB, just review why we didn't really look at it. It just wasn't really moving. It was up very small, 10% pre-market, and then it had a crash. Even, this big bounce here is only a 6% bounce, and this is like perfect top, perfect bottom. Just really not that interesting. No really dollar volume in this area either. And then ASRT was actually a really interesting one. This was on our watch list, gapping up perfectly right here around 50%, 43%, pulled back, held its highs nicely, had a little morning panic, and then ripped 21%. I think ASRT could have been the one today to trade. I really like this one. I don't know. We weren't watching this one at all. Beautiful market cap, 98 million, 80 million shares outstanding. Super scary long-term chart. I would have to look into why this is happening. This looks really, really unattractive. Big reason I wasn't looking at on this one too much is because the dollar amount was a bit lower than I would have wanted to trade. So this one was a bit closer. What was that pre-market? Let me quickly check that. It's near some major resistance right now at the 129. Let's quickly go back here. You can see the 129 area is definitely showing some big resistance. So yeah, it was at 79 cents. Then it was even ripping up around $1. And we were looking at it when it was like 99 cents. I think that's why I didn't put it on my watch list, is because it was just the dollar value was not where we wanted it. So, that happens too. We learned a lot today for free. So that was a pretty awesome day. I think today was basically a green day. free education. So guys, I will see you then tomorrow for the last day of the week, Rip It Friday. I think it should be good fun. I am looking forward to it. Hopefully we get some good opportunities, and hopefully we slam one of these good opportunities. All these good moves just keep flying by us today. This whole week was just kind of, 2 green days, 1 red day, but they're all kind of small and insignificant somehow, but we learned a lot this week, and I think that's the most important part, and we're always able to look back on all these trades. Trading pre-market, for example, has really been put in front of me a little bit harder, and I'm really excited to do some pre-market trading. Let's see how that works. I am feeling more and more comfortable with this overall strategy, so that's also really important. I hope by now you guys have hit that like button. I will see you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.